Hi, Nick here, and today I want to do a quick demo and review of the Polytune Clip from TC Electronic. And specifically, I'm going to talk about how I use it with the acoustic guitar. Now, of course, this clip-on tuner works with acoustic or electric guitar. I've also heard reports that it works well with other instruments too. I've been searching for quite some time for a tuner that would let me do a lot of the alternate and open tunings that I do on acoustic guitar and transition quickly between them. I think the Polytune does that. It's great for some of the really low notes that other tuners can have problems with. For example, sometimes I'll tune down to D, C, even B flat with my 6th string, and the Polytune Clip has no problem with those lower notes. It also does well as a chromatic tuner on all of the other strings by quickly zeroing in on a note, and it also has good tracking as you're tuning a note up. You can see the note go into tune on the tuner. Okay, so here's a close-up of the tuner. It's very nicely made. It has a nice kind of hard plastic instead of the soft plastic. Good quality piece of equipment. Nice sort of rubberized grip here, and it's supposed to clip on either on the back of the headstock or the front of the headstock, and it has a sensor inside that will make the display show right side up no matter which side you put it on. So you flip it over and then it's going to start to display the other way, but I'm going to use it on the back of the headstock. Now I'm in open G right now. I can strum all of the strings and the Polytune function will line up, but it may not be 100% accurate when you're not in standard tuning, though I've seen that it does sort of latch on to strings even if they're not tuned to where they would be in standard tuning. So right now I'm in open G, I'm getting a readout for various strings. It looks like the first string is sharp, but when I play it, it's actually close to being an in tune. So if you do a lot of open tunings, sometimes the Polytune thing will work, sometimes it doesn't. I would recommend using the chromatic mode, which is where you pick one string at a time. Okay, so it's my 6th string, a little bit sharp, a little bit flat. Notice how it has good tracking. Okay, just a hair sharp on the 5th string. Way flat. So I'm going to tune it gradually. And notice how good the tracking is. It doesn't jump around a lot. As I gradually tune it up, the meter gradually moves from red to green and in tune. See, it picked up an overtone there. It's got that F sharp. But really, I'm just tuning the B string. Overall, this tuner is pretty good about picking up the right note, I'd say. So that gives you an example of how it works in open G. Okay, so now I've tuned the guitar to standard tuning. I'm going to do the Polytune function. Looks like just about everything's flat. Tune the 2nd string up. 1st string a little flat. So it's kind of nice. It toggles back and forth. You can see the problem strings. Sometimes you have to mute the other strings to get it to go back to the one note at a time chromatic mode. Let's leave that 2nd string a little sharp. So now when we play all of them at once, you can see that it registers that 2nd string is a little bit sharp. And then let's see, 5th string looked like it was a little flat. So you can sort of hone in with a quick strum of your open strings. 3rd string was reading way sharp there, which it wasn't. So it's not 100% flawless, but it does give you a quick read. Of course, if you're on a gig, you'll want to hit the mute button or turn the volume down, but it does allow you to sort of quickly tune in standard tuning with that Polytune mode as well. Okay, and finally, I wanted to show how it does with really low notes. I have my 6th string tuned down to B flat, or actually the display is configured to where it'll read A sharp, but it picks it up pretty well. And there's actually, I believe, a bass mode for this tuner, but I still have it in guitar mode. It picks up that 6th string bass really well. For a lot of people, you might tune just to like C or D on your 6th string. Picks that up pretty well. And notice how the tracking is good. Doesn't jump around too much. Does jump around some, but it's a lot better than pretty much any other tuner that I've used. So I'm really happy with the way this handles bass notes as well. And there it is with that low D again. Like if you wanted to do drop D or double drop D, open D, drop C. So in short, I just wanted to explore the way that this Polytune Clip works with acoustic guitar for those of you who do a lot of alternate and open tunings like I do. Especially if you're switching tunings a lot, it really helps to have a tuner that locks in on the note and allows you to get those really low notes that sometimes you'll tune to with your 6th string. And the Polytune Clip does that really well. I hope you enjoyed this video about the Polytune Clip from TC Electronic. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Like it's pretty well made. It's easy to read. It works great as just a chromatic tuner that has really great tracking, that doesn't jump around a lot between notes. It's really accurate. I think you're going to tune up a lot quicker. Really pleased with this Polytune Clip. Wish I would have had one sooner, though it didn't come out that long ago. But if you do acoustic guitar and a lot of open and altered tunings, I can highly recommend it.